My name is Dr. Miller, and I'm a professor of moral theology here at Notre Dame Seminary. I wanted to tell you a story during the season of Advent and Christmas about a child, because this is a time in which we're all waiting for the coming of a child, for Jesus Christ. A couple of months ago, I was in Uganda for the ordination of one of our seminarians who was becoming a priest. And we went into a baby's home, as they called it, an orphanage. In the last room we walked into, there was a little girl just laying on the bed there, and the sister was explaining her situation to us, and she said, this little girl is 8 months old. And I looked at her and I thought, oh, she's kind of long to be 8 months, but she's very small. And then she corrected herself. And she said, no, actually, she's 8 years old. And my heart stopped. I have a nephew named Joey, who was born with a malformed heart. And he lives due to a ventilator, an oxygen tube, and a feeding tube. But he is healthy, and he is one of the most cheerful children you'd ever meet. And here was a little girl who only needed a feeding tube with mild cerebral palsy. And she just laid there, and that was her life. Speaking further to the sister, I asked more about her condition, about what had been done. Very little. She's in an orphanage. They don't have funds. And before I left, I asked her the name of this child, of this little girl. And she told me her name was Jane Elizabeth. And I started to cry, because my name is Jennifer Elizabeth. And I thought, this is a call from the Lord. So it's really a blessing. I have contacts, friends that I've worked with, people that I've taught courses with at Casa Sollievo della Sofferenza, which is the hospital of Padre Pio in Italy. And they've kindly agreed to take Jane Elizabeth for a week or 2 weeks to run tests, to do surgeries to help her, and they will pay for all of that through humanitarian aid. What they have asked us to do is to pay for her travel there, to pay for the plane, the ticket, the passports, the visas for Jane Elizabeth and a sister who will accompany her, in order that we can make sure that she receives this top-notch medical care. The sisters have said even more recently, she's showing that she wants to communicate more, that she wants to respond to them, and she wants to be with them. So during this Advent season, as we prepare our hearts for the divine child to come to be with us, I ask you also to open your heart and to see if you can give a little bit to help Jane Elizabeth live the life that God is calling her to live. Altogether, we think this will take about $4,000, which is not a lot when you think about how much we spend on Christmas presents or on our vacations. Anything that you can give will be a help. Remember that it is helping the poor and loving those who are the least of these that Christ calls us to do in a special way at this time. We thank you, we pray for you, and we ask the Lord to bless you.